Welcome. This is the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, and we are so glad that you've made it to a calmer corner of your day. Here, we focus on real solutions, practical help, and the kind of encouragement we could all use a little more of. So let's get to it.
Hi everyone, I'm Robin Schultz, and welcome to the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, where we talk about the little things that make a big difference in living well, safely, and with peace of mind as we age. Today I want to talk about something that can bring comfort, connection, and emotional stability: how family traditions support mental health. You know, traditions have a quiet power. They tie our present to our past, and they remind us that we belong somewhere and to someone. Whether it's a Sunday dinner, a special holiday recipe, or even a phone call ritual, these patterns of meaning help us feel grounded. And for older adults and caregivers especially, that sense of continuity can make a real difference for their mental health and well-being. I remember Esther, the other half of the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, working once with a woman named Darlene, who at the time was in her late 70s. Darlene's children lived in different states, and she often told Esther that she missed that busy noise of having one under one roof. When the holidays rolled around, she felt like it just wasn't the same. So Esther said that one year, Darlene's daughter suggested doing something different and small, that everyone would make their famous apple pie in their own homes on Thanksgiving, and then share photos and video calls while they baked. The following week, Darlene showed Esther the resulting pictures: flour everywhere, grandkids holding rolling pins, and her beaming smile on the screen. Darlene said, "All right, it wasn't perfect, but it felt like we were all together again." That is the power of family traditions. They adapt, but they never lose their heart. They give us something to look forward to, and in that anticipation and togetherness, the mind and the spirit find comfort. Traditions are more than nostalgic habits. They're psychological anchors. When life feels uncertain, traditions remind us of who we are and where we came from. Research shows that shared rituals, even simple ones, lower our anxiety and boost serotonin and oxytocin, the bonding hormones that help to regulate mood. Traditions create predictability, which the brain loves, and they provide a sense of connection that counters loneliness. For seniors, especially those living alone or coping with health changes, maintaining traditions provides emotional structure. It keeps life from feeling like an endless stretch of time, and it adds rhythm, meaning, and purpose. Think about your own favorite family memories. Chances are they're tied to some kind of tradition: birthdays, Sunday breakfasts, annual outings. These rituals create shared stories that become part of your family's identity. When we engage in them, we're not just participating in a routine, we're saying we belong together. That belonging boosts our emotional resilience and helps to guard against depression and isolation. Even for families who've been through loss, traditions offer stability. They give us a way to honor what was while still finding joy in what remains. As families grow and change, traditions might need to evolve, and that's okay. The heart of a tradition isn't about doing things the same way forever and ever. It's about maintaining meaning in ways that fit where life is now. So here are a few ways to nurture or adapt family traditions that support mental health. Number 1, keep the feeling, not just the form. If gathering in person isn't possible, move the connection online like Darlene did. The warmth of shared laughter matters more than the location. Number 2 is to simplify the effort. You don't have to cook the whole holiday feast or decorate every room. Focus on one meaningful tradition that feels doable to you. Lighting a candle, singing a favorite song, or making one special recipe. Number 3 is to invite participation. Ask younger family members to help carry on a tradition. It makes them feel trusted and valued and ensures that those rituals live on. Number 4 is to add something new. After all, traditions tend to evolve. Maybe you started a gratitude call on Sunday evenings, or you create a shared family photo album that everyone contributes to each month. Number 5 is to celebrate memory. If someone you love has passed, include a way to remember them by sharing a story, setting a place for them, or toasting to their memory. Honoring them keeps love alive, which strengthens emotional healing. If you're a caregiver, family traditions can be a lifeline for you and your loved one. When routines start to revolve around medical needs, it's easy to lose sight of joy and connection. But even a small ritual can restore that sense of normal. Maybe it's listening to the same music while you prepare meals, or you take a walk at the same time each day. Those consistent, comforting moments create emotional safety for both of you. And if your loved one has dementia, traditions and rituals can be deeply grounding. Music, smells, familiar things like that can trigger positive memories and reduce agitation. Esther has seen patients light up just hearing a holiday song or tasting a family recipe. It's like their mind finds a way home for just a moment. It is also true that not all traditions feel good. Sometimes they bring back memories of what's been lost or sadness, and during the holidays, that can feel even heavier. If that's true for you, give yourself permission to adjust or even let go of a tradition that causes more pain than peace. You can still honor the past and create new ways to find comfort in the present. Maybe that means having a quiet meal instead of a big gathering. Maybe it means visiting a friend instead of cooking alone at home. What matters is not how you celebrate, but that you give yourself moments of meaning, moments that remind you that your story is still unfolding. Here's something you can try this week. Think about one family tradition that makes you smile. It could be from long ago in your childhood or something new. Then ask yourself, what part of that tradition made it meaningful to me? Was it the laughter, the food, the feeling of belonging? Once you know what it is, find a small way to bring that feeling into your life this week. Maybe you make a favorite meal or call someone who shared that memory, or you start a new tradition, even if it's just lighting a candle and saying, "Thank you for this moment." Because that's the essence of every tradition. Gratitude wrapped in love. Family traditions are more than reminders of the past. They're bridges to emotional well-being in the present. They help us feel anchored when life changes, connected when we feel alone, and hopeful when the future feels uncertain. They tell us that no matter how far apart we are, by miles, by years, or by circumstance, we still belong to one another. So as you move through the holidays or any season of change, hold on to the rituals that lift you up. Cherish the laughter, honor the memories, and remember that traditions are less about perfection and more about presence. They are the quiet threads that keep us whole in mind, body, and heart. So thank you for spending this time with me today. If this episode warmed your heart, share it with a family member or friend who might need a gentle reminder of how much traditions matter. You can find more reflections and caregiving resources at seniorsafetyadvice.com. And come back tomorrow for another daily moment of calm, guidance, and encouragement right here on the Senior Safety Advice Podcast. Until next time, take care of yourself and the ones you love. Bye.
This podcast is part of our mission to help older adults live safely and independently. If you'd like to take the next step, visit aginginplacedirectory.com, where you'll find specialists, helpful resources, and inspiration to make every home your place to thrive.